you guys, my name is Preet Ganatra. Welcome to the 4th episode of Wedding Looks with Pink Villa. In this video, we will be creating a very subtle yet glamorous reception look inspired by the Bollywood celebrity Priyanka Chopra. So we have Kinjal with us today, and we know that she has a combination skin type. So I will be using a gel-based primer on her oily T-zone, and on the other dry areas of her face, I will be using a cream-based moisturizer. In both of these primers, I will be adding 1 drop of a soft bronzer in order to give a nice tanned shine on the entire face. Make sure you massage this well into the skin so that the illuminator sits very well with the makeup. With that, Kinjal's skin already now has a very healthy glow and is ready to take the makeup. In order to cancel out the discolorations, I am mixing a little concealer with my corrector and applying it on the discoloration areas of the face. Next, I will be using a mid-coverage liquid foundation, and in the same product, I will add 1 drop of my bronzer illuminator in order to give the shine. Next, I am using a damp beauty blender in order to even out my foundation. Now, in order to give the bronzed shine, especially on the cheekbones, I will be highlighting and enhancing them using my illuminator. I will also go over the T-zone with my illuminator. In order to set this, I am going to be using my beauty blender again. Next, I will be adding some dimension to the face using a powder contour. Look here, pout, yeah. Now, if we closely observe, we can see that a very sharp and a crisp contour line is visible in the look. In order to define that cut very clearly, I am going to be using a very little quantity of my translucent powder and deposit it right under my contour to define the line. Make sure you move your brush in an upward direction so that the skin looks a lot more younger and healthier. Now, to enhance the cheekbones, I will be adding a warmer blush tone. Now, coming to the eye makeup, I am going to start off by filling my eyebrows. So in the eye makeup, we can see a very pretty graphic floating wing eyeliner which we will be creating today. But to start off, I will be using a bronzer shade on the entire eyelid. Next, I am using a flat brush to deposit the highlighter right underneath the eyebrows. Now, before we move on to the floating wing eyeliner, I will first be volumizing her eyelashes using some mascara and false eyelashes. Now we'll see our technique for the floating wing eyeliner. For this eyeliner, I will first ask my model to look up. I will take a short marking for my wing eyeliner, close. I'll create a very thin line in order to connect the eyeliner with the center of the eye. Now, to finish off the floating wing eyeliner, I will be dragging the edge of my wing towards the inside of the crease. So with my floating wing eyeliner, my eye makeup has come to an end. Next, we move on to the lipstick. And we'll finish off with the final touch-up. With that, Kinjal is reception ready with an extra glamorous and bronzy Priyanka Chopra inspired makeup look. if you guys have liked this reception look, please do like, comment, share and subscribe to Pink Villa.